and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy that you are here. So it's this time again where we actually do yes or no questions and answers and see what comes up. So while I kind of show you the piles, I want you to think about the question that you want to ask. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, pile 3 over here, pile 4, pile 5, and pile 6, okay? So all the information about all the oracle cards that I use and tarot that I use are in the description down below. Also down below is, if you want to book a personal reading, information is down below, as well as if you want to donate to the channel. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close our eyes, and I actually want you to clear your mind. Don't think about the question, just clear your mind. And as you exhale and open your eyes, I just want you to choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do it. All right, hello pile 1. You chose this beautiful card, and it is the Knight of Swords. So I'm actually going to lay them all out, and then we'll get the yes or no. Okay, so this is okay, well, this one's saying try again. It's actually telling us something important, because I feel like this is also the Temperance. Okay, so I'm gonna say these yes and no's are always funny for me, but I think that you need to, there's a press pause. I do feel like there is a sense of, it could be, well, I could say, I'm going to say yes. It could be yes, but we still have stuff to do. We have shadow work that we need to do. We need to press pause, do the shadow work. It also feels like with this Temperance that there is a sense of divine timing. I so feel like, and then you can try again. Because this Knight of Swords is like that we take action, right? There's a sense of like, you feel this, there's a rashness to this Knight of Swords, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that we still have a little work to do here. That's what I'm going to say. So this action you will be taking, and I do feel like, to me, it seems like it can be turned into a yes, or basically the answer that you want can be yours, but there still needs to be the shadow work. There's also a sense of like some timing. I almost feel like easier, how do I say it, like ease your foot from the gas, just like let things work out by themselves first. So yeah, I feel like that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna see what other guidance can you give the collective of group 1 so they get the answer that they want. So I guess what you could say is that I'm saying not right now. So yeah, because it's not the perfect time. So transcending, yeah. So there's a sense of that shadow work. You need to work on it. And I see like this, it's a lot of like, I feel like spirit is doing stuff for you. That's why I'm like, ease your foot from the gas pedal. Let things kind of sort themselves out ahead of you, and then jump and move forward. So that's what I'm going to say. I hope this actually gave you some answers. I never know with the yes or no's. It's if it didn't resonate, that's okay. We'll maybe choose another pile. I also have other yes or no. Or there's also like there's V-Love and Crystals, or V-Love and Tarot does this. Falling Star also does really good yes or no. So thank you so much for being here. I don't know why I started cleaning up. Oh boy, thank you so much for letting me read your cards. And until I see you in the next one, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 2. So you chose this beautiful card. I'm actually gonna lay them all out, and I will give you an answer. Okay. So it's interesting because you have the Knight of Swords, like the collective group 1 did a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's see what we have here. Okay. Autumn, so maybe something's happening in autumn. To me, this seems like a yes. Like, yes. Yeah, it seems like a yes, 100%. Now, what I am seeing here is this, think it over though. I'm seeing that there is like, with this Ace of Swords, I'm like, what I'm feeling here is almost like maybe you're overthinking it. Like, I feel like instead of trying, because it feels like a looping thought. So maybe you're kind of overthinking this a little bit. Let the truth shine out. And that's when you kind of like, look at this in the spiral, it just keeps, there's a lot of spiral energy. Like, I really do feel like you're looping too much. And I'm feeling like it's not helping you. I know, how am I saying it? Even though here it is, think it over. I think you've been thinking it over a lot, but I think you already know it in your gut. Like, because the Ace of Swords is sort of like you gain clarity. I feel like you're going to stop this repetitive, like, looping of thoughts. It just seems like to me, so like I said, it's a yes. With the autumn being here, but it's a yes, but you have to decide whether that's a good thing for you or not, right? You get the thing that you're asking for, but is it what you really want or need? With the Knight of Swords there, it sort of feels like, like you, again, you have the power here. Like, look, this is like somebody who has the power to affect this, what's happening in this house. So again, I don't know. I feel like you're getting a yes. You're getting what you want. I just don't know if it's what you need. And so that's really up to you. But I do think that the looping thoughts and worrying about it is not, no. It's sort of like, it's saying like, just come to an acceptance. And maybe even when you accept that, maybe when you give up thinking about it and worrying about it, that's when it comes true. That's when you get that answer that you've been wanting. If that makes sense. And I feel like you're trying a little too hard to manipulate things. That's what I'm getting here. Alright, let's see what advice we have for the collective of group 2. What else can we give them? So to get that answer, freedom. Yeah. So I feel like this question has been, like I said, it's sort of like just when you give up on like trying to control it and you just kind of make peace with wherever it is, that's when it comes. There's a sense of freedom also with the hawk spirit here is definitely, oh, it's actually eagle. Looks like a hawk. That looks like a hawk. I drew that wrong. So with the eagle spirit, that's like definitely eagle and hawk spirit though, it doesn't really, it's like having a higher perspective. I think that truth, the Ace of Swords is cutting through this repetitive motion and actually like seeing this, the truth from a higher perspective. And then that's when things will kind of come through here. Okay, I hope this makes sense. The yes or no questions are always a little hard for me. So if it didn't make sense, maybe check another pile, or there's other yes or no videos that I've done. Also, Be Love and Tarot does good ones, and so does Moon Moss Goddess, as well as Falling Star Tarot. So all those can also be, maybe will give you a better answer than I do. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for letting me read your cards, and thank you for letting me just be there, sharing your energy, and sharing your time, and of course sharing your journey with me. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 3. just so excited to be here with you and that you are here with me. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn them all over. I'm going to sneeze. Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to sneeze all too much. Oh, look at that. Page of Swords, Four of Swords, unclear, practice gratitude, and then of course a waste of time. Okay. Let's see, this is actually quite interesting to me. I always like this is something I'm noticing. I'm like, oh, this okay. And those and yes and no's are a little unclear because I'm like, oh, because this Page of Wands lets me know that there is a sense of, for me it's like a yes, look at that. I feel like you have the potential for things like the Page of Wands, especially something with creative. If you're thinking about creative endeavors, something like really, business or something even with a lot of passion, could like even be romantically, but like it's in the beginning stages. The page is always like beginning of things, whereas the king is more established. So let's say a beginning of a journey here, and then what I'm seeing here is that enthusiasm. But then there's this Four of Swords here, and then normal Four of Swords is like, yeah, you just need to rest or maybe even dream of it. But this Four of Swords actually has like little scary looking hands trying to reach out from underneath the bed. And so this is, for me, I'm feeling like those are your worries. Those are like anxiety. So so for me, this is like a yes, but then this is like darkening it a little bit, is what I would say. So, and then with this, a waste of time. And I feel like it's the waste of time is the worries. This is what I'm kind of like worrying. So I do feel like, and practice gratitude, which I do like a lot. I feel like you are getting a yes, but it's in the beginning stages. The worrying about it, like worrying about it, yes or no, like, oh, that's not going to help you. I almost feel like, yes, practice gratitude. That's a great advice too. Like instead if we can practice gratitude, because it just feels like, yes, it's like having the gratitude of it being as already accomplished. And instead of like focusing on the worries about it, like that's what it is. And this unclear is like, maybe it's unclear as to when it will happen, but it will happen. It's like, I want to say it will happen. And I cannot give you a time frame. I can say that trust in that it will happen. And that's why like the worries are a waste of time. And practice the gratitude of having it already been that way. Sorry if I am shuffling. Let me see what other advice do we have for the collective of group 3. Happiness again. I really like, for me it's like a yes, but it's very much like in the beginning stages. I'm like saying, just don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And with the bluebird of happiness, totally. I'm like, oof. So it's unclear when it will happen though, but it will. So the answer is a yes. Or yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, like I would say. But I'm not sure when. That's the unclear time for me. And the waste of time, don't worry about it because it will. Just trust in it and be grateful for it happening. And then that's what I would say. I hope this makes sense. I'm sure with the yes or no's because I interpret things a little bit different. So, but if it didn't make sense, check out Be Love and Tarot or Moon Moth Goddess or Falling Star Tarot. They all have amazing yes or no, readings. So check those out. Check them out as well. Or check other piles. I also have other readings, so maybe those will resonate more. But I'm hoping this resonates. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me read your cards. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you for sharing your time and, of course, sharing your journey with me. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, my dear friends from group 4. Okay. So let me just put them all out. The cards there. Look at that. Look at that. Back one. We have Taurus. and then we have, okay, so it's saying yes in 3 and 1 and 2 months, but I have to say, like, there is a need for, I like that there's the Taurus there, so either that in 1 or 2, 3 months, or in Taurus season, but I also kind of want to say, I'll touch on this, but first, 7 of Wands. I want you to see something though. This is why I'm also saying yes, because it goes from the 7 of Wands to the 8 of Wands. So I feel like there's motion moving forward. The introspection though, there's something that, it's telling us that we have to go within. Again, because it's also kind of here, you actually see, this is a solar plexus. It's not even the heart chakra. It's more the solar plexus. You need to work a little bit on your solar plexus. Yeah, but I feel like what I'm seeing here is that it's like, you are going to think that it's not going to happen. You're going to think, no, it's no way it's happening, the 7 of Wands. Or maybe you, or like other people are opposing your view or whatever it is, but there's motion moving. I would say start moving in 1 to 2 months. There's going to be fast motion, listening, I think, going within yourself, not so much asking for approval of others, but going within yourself to get this. The Taurus, though, I feel like there's a sense of, because I actually, like, yes, it could be Taurus season, but I think there's more to it. I want to, like, say, like, there's a stubbornness, because Taurus can be stubborn, and they're also very abundant as well. So stubborn and abundant, but I feel like there's a sense of being stubborn about it. And that's why I'm like sort of going your own way, if that makes sense. Like, not so much looking for approval from others, but having your own internal approval of like, yes, this is going to happen. Because I feel like if you share with others, they might say like, no way, that's not going to happen, but they don't really know. So don't really listen. So even here, if it doesn't resonate, that's what I always say. If the reading doesn't resonate, or if the message doesn't resonate, it isn't yours. It just isn't. Because when it's something that is yours, you actually, it echoes something within you. You're like, yes, that makes sense. I felt it. You always feel it. And that's why sort of like, I've been thinking about this. I'm sorry I'm going in on a whole like tangent. I apologize. But I've been thinking about it. And it's like, tarot for me is not so much reading or like predicting the future or like, it's not it's sort of like a divination tool, but it's really not. It's sort of, for me, it's always like an echo or like a confirmation. It's not that it like, that's why I'm saying, if this doesn't make sense, then don't take it. It's not yours. Because whenever I read cards or, mine or somebody else's, it either does or it doesn't. Like, you either feel it like, yes, this is my message, or this has nothing to do with anything that is going on in my life. And then you kind of like, so I feel like you already know things, right? I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't feel like this is like, because I never see, like, tarot is never set in stone. Like, things aren't set in stone. It's sort of like you read the energies that are around, right? And you kind of already know them intuitively. So I just feel like this is an expression of a physical aspect so that you can kind of confirm. I don't know if I'm going on a big tangent, but let's see what other advice I can get for you. My dear group 4, I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm just like, I've been thinking about things. So refuge. Okay. So we have take refuge. Yeah. And that's the refuge, I feel like, is, you see how there's like a sense of, and then even the introspection, and even I was thinking the introspection here too. Do you see how this 7 of Wands is like here there's outside influences, but then this person is already like, they're in their bubble. They're in their safety area. There's like nothing can really go through there. And I feel like that's how I feel about this. So taking in here, even have like another crystal ball here. So I feel like this is what the message that I'm getting is. It's sort of like things right now don't look like they're going to work out or like they feel like dubious. You're not sure. Things are going to start moving forward. There is a sense of going introspection. As soon as you kind of like are confident. So don't, like I said, don't listen to external, I wouldn't say static or noise or other people, just like internally, knowing yourself, having that confidence. It's sort of like going within yourself, taking refuge. And then I feel like things are going to start speeding up. In 1 to 2 months, again, Taurus, being a little stubborn, but, you know, and persevering. That's what I would say. I hope that makes sense. So yes, it doesn't look like it will, but it will. It's happening. Or like, yeah, but yes, I would say yes. But with a little, maybe complications at the beginning. But you got this, my friend. I really do feel like I feel like just, there's, yeah. So yes, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, okay. All right. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry. I apologize a lot. It's because I'm not quite confident with my yes or no's. So when I don't feel confident, right, when my solar plexus feels challenged, I apologize a lot. So just so you know, maybe you do the same thing. Okay, I hope this actually gave you some insight. If it did, please do consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. If it didn't resonate, like I said, sometimes it doesn't resonate, go either check out my reading or check other pals, or go see V Love and Tarot or Moon Moth Goddess or Falling Star Tarot. They all have really good yes and no's, and I love watching them. So, all right, thank you for being here. I feel honored that I got to read your cards, and send you so much love, so much light until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, my friends from Group 5. Okay, look at this beautiful card. I'm going to actually put all of them down so we can actually get some sort of clarity coming to here. Okay, look at that. Yeah. And okay. So what meant to be will be. Okay. So Temperance is telling me here that there is a sense of divine timing coming through here. The Hierophant is for me a maybe. Yeah, that's a maybe. But I do also see this period of prosperity, which I love right there. The red light, usually I would say red light is like danger warning, but it's also fireworks. I actually like fireworks. So what I'm seeing here is, I don't like normally saying a maybe, but I feel like there is a maybe here. And why I'm feeling like it's a maybe, it's because you're waiting on the right time. Yeah, I feel like there's a sense of waiting on the right time. If it's meant to be, it will be yes. This red light is actually, for me, it's almost like, which is weird. The red light is actually, I feel like there's also almost like that might be a sign for some of you. I don't know if that makes sense, that there's a red light, but it's like, it's a sign. Maybe you'll see a red light or something, or maybe fireworks or something, because I do see this period of prosperity. So that's why I'm like, to me, it's a maybe, right? Because I feel like the timing is off. It's not right now. But and with the Hierophant, there is also to me a maybe. But I do feel like prosperity is coming for you. Like, I don't know, it feels like it could be a yes, but it's just not a yes yet. And there is like signs you're waiting on something, maybe something to clear. Seems like more. I want to get more advice here. Ooh, I like that one. So success, but there's also and playfulness. Yeah, okay. Look how cute, cool that is. So there is success and it's prosperity, because it's that prosperity keeps going. But there's also a sense of playfulness here. And it's like, that means it's like it's sort of like a running message here for a lot of them. It's like not taking it so seriously. Like whatever this question is, it's sort of just like not even focusing on it. I know it's weird because I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here, like a yes or no question I wanted to answer. But I feel like that the more you focus on trying to get the answer that you want, the more you're pushing away the thing that you want. And instead, if you can just be like, if you can sort of like let go of this control, sort of, yeah, and just let, like, I feel like the universe take care of it, there will be great success. Because I really do. That period of prosperity is really calling out to me. And this red light isn't for me like a red light so much as like for example, this has been a red light of like where you stop the car, you have that. But this is like fireworks. I feel like this is actually a sign, not something. So like it's sort of like the sign for when, yes, you will be ready, when the divine timing will work out. But I feel like you've been kind of trying to make things happen. You've been trying to get that answer. And by that, I actually feel like, and there's a card in the To the Point Oracle by Gifted Soul, which is this one, where it says like, stop asking the question, like stop asking the same question over and over again, trying to get the answer that you want. Which made me laugh, because you know what, that's what I do. When I don't like an answer, I just keep asking the question until I get, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I thought, until I get that answer. And you know what happens every time I do that? I think it sort of just keeps going the opposite way. So what I'm going to say to you is here, the same advice I have. I feel like, right, like it wants to give you that, but it's not, you're not there. So I'm going to say maybe, but like with time, like it'll turn to what you want it to be. But be playful. Don't actually try to manipulate. Don't try to like get that answer that you want. Believe me, I understand you. I'm not like criticizing. I'm just like, hey, that's what I'm saying. But do take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Especially with like yes or no's. I'm not quite sure with those though. It's always a little hard. But if this didn't resonate, try another pile, and if or another reading that I have, or go to We Love and Tarot. She does really good yes or no's. Or go to Moonmouth Goddess, also does amazing yes or no's. Or Falling Star Tarot. She also does really good yes or no. So go check those out, and maybe you'll get that answer that you really wanted to know. All right, I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It just helps the channel grow. And I'm just honored that I was able to do read your cards. Thank you so much for letting me do that. Thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you for sharing your time. And of course, thank you for sharing your journey with me. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. 6. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say yes. Because you got this one. Yes, you did the justice. Okay. And we have Epiphany. We also have delays are on the horizon. I'm not even gonna. And see the signs. And we also have no rush. So there is no rush. Because this is a yes. I mean, like, this is a yes. But I feel like there is a deep, with the justice there, to me, it's always like a sense of karma coming through here. I feel like there's also like a sense of this epiphany coming through. I feel like your higher self is trying to get messages to you, how to get to that yes energy, to that yes. So the delays here, there might be like, if there's delays in the horizon, it's mostly because of like, it is to your benefit. I would say that. It's also like there's a little karmic energy as well. Like for me, it's a yes, and there is no rush because it's a yes. And okay, but looking at the signs, what signs are there? Like, so basically you're going to start to see how your answer is going to be, like how what you want is coming towards you. You're going to start seeing signs for it. So you just got to keep going with it. Yeah, so that's actually, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Although you did get like some stuff. So how do we, what can we help group 6 to get the answer that they want, which I feel like it's coming. It's coming. The sun is there. So retreat, maybe going. maybe for some of you, it's in the winter, it might happen. Oh, that's a good, like, in the winter, it's also feeling like maybe some help from friends, because the wind means beauty. This reminds me of the Three of Cups, but this is the retreat. Winter time might be when it happens. It also, for me, the retreat is like, when in doubt, like, go within. I keep saying that. I think that's a sign there. I mean, that's just something that kind of keeps throwing here. Because I feel like if you can see the answer as, you know, you can see yourself having that answer that you want, you manifest it. It's a weird sign, but I feel like yes, because I do see that sun is a yes. The justice feels like there's a karmic, so that's why I'm saying it might a bit slow down, because it does say there's a little delays in it, in the horizon, but again, it's for your benefit. The epiphany is coming from here. That's why there is like a sense of going deep within yourself. I feel like with this, yes, it's actually going to change, not only getting the thing that you want, but it's going to kind of shift and change your perspective. I feel like it's almost like that epiphany of like, hey, I can manifest things. I can have what I want. And I feel like that's why you start to see the signs. You start to see it, like, for example, if you want a car, I don't know why it is a car, but then you kind of start seeing the car that you want, or you start to see like little toy cars, or it's like you start noticing it, and it's sort of like it builds momentum until you get that thing that you want. So if it's a house, maybe you'll start saying, hey, you know, this is something I would love to put in my house. So you start to see that, and then later on, you're like, oh, I found this like perfect house that doesn't match it. And then you're like, maybe there's a delay because there was something that needed to be worked out, and then you got the house. If that makes sense. Same thing with like love. You'll start to see like, hey, maybe happy couples, and you're just like, oh, or qualities. Maybe you start to see your friends in a different light. I don't know, but there's just like, I feel like the important thing is that there's signs, and you're gonna see them build up to get to the thing that you want. I hope that makes sense. If it did make sense, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. It just helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. I feel honored that I got to read your cards. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. And of course, thank you for sharing your beautiful journey with me. Until I see you in the next one, bye-bye, my dear friends.